You're now tuned into STWF TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
To take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get the team from Surge. With the snap. Oh, my gosh. Throw it down, Kobe.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake. Follows round, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
It's hump day.
Hump. When we get out of our hump session, man, every Wednesday, we give y'all SCWS Parlay Perspective. My guy, Jake in the building. We're going to introduce you first, man. You back from the suntan. You don't like Hogan, though. I would expect you to look like that.
I don't know about that suntan. I'm pretty damn pale. Yeah,
You're in the building. What's good with you?
What up, Toop?
Yes,
Good with y'all today, man. How we doing today? We got a bunch to talk about. Man, a lot going on in the sports world right now, but we here with y'all. We kicking it. I want my lights on. There we go.
Weekend sports is there, man. About a week and a half, or about 2 weeks into the Olympics, man. Qualifiers are going on right now, man. Shout out to the fellow Olympians about to display their talents to the world, man. So can't wait for it. What's you guys' favorite sport outside of your favorite sport of the Olympics that's interesting to see?
Man, I've always been on the track and field side of things, man, because I loved track and field when I was in grade school, whether it was running, the long jump, the hurdles, whether shot put, discus, all that stuff was fun. I just thought it was like a neat, different little twist on the sport, and it was always fun to do.
Is there any footage of little Jakey hurdles?
5th grade Jake, yeah, man, winning the 100.
I need to see it.
My dad was huge into track and field, and he's the one that taught me, because when I'm running the 100, I'm freaking just trucking it. He was like, you need to stop doing this, because when I'm running, I'm looking to see who's by me and whatever. He's like, stop looking by the side to side. Stay forward, just go as fast as you can.
Jake's like, I come from a long line of kind of fast white men.
But hey, it lasted till grade school. When I got to high school, I was like, yeah, I quit this shit.
Everybody grew up and got man legs.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I kept those thick-ass football legs. Everybody else on the team had those pencil legs that just went fast.
What up, Chris?
I'm waiting for volleyball, man. I can't wait for volleyball. Can't wait to see, with the on the women's side what they display. You know what I'm saying? I'm anxious for women's volleyball. I'm actually interested in breakdancing too. Man, there's a breakdancing type of thing.
Hey, yo, Bobby just called you a meat shield, like as if I'm gonna just bully you instead of him. Like that's not happening.
Well, that's how it normally goes, though.
I know he's right. Not today, Bobby. You done pointed it out, so it's on you now.
We're gonna bully Will here tonight.
What's going on,
man?
Bobby? Thanks for letting me welcome back.
STWF TV, man. Click, share, subscribe, right?
Yeah, you heard it, man. Do all the things you got to do to make sure we still in your lives, because you're better that way. Anyways, all right, so we got a bunch of time. We got some WNBA stuff going on tonight. We got some free agent stuff, I believe, some home run derby talk. Where y'all want to start?
We got some beef.
Yeah, man.
We got some little beef segments. It's gonna be interesting tonight. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts in the hat, man. But just let everybody know, Olympics, July 26th through August 11th. Tune in, man. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen, man. It's gonna be.
You heard the man.
But
well, who was that guy? Who was that guy you liked in the home run derby last year? Was that Randy or was it Garcia? I forgot.
I think
it was Randy.
Randy. Who?
Or Rosarina?
Oh, nah, I wasn't. I didn't think he was gonna win. I like him though. I do like him as a player, but I didn't.
I was. I had to hype up Vlad, and I was like, but Aroldis Garcia, he's coming to the hometown where the All-Star game is to rep that home run derby. Hopefully he does well. There ain't no Jays in the derby. I think. I don't think.
Is Dylan Cruz in it?
Yeah. Ooh, good question. I think he might be.
I think he is. I think we got the early list. It might be.
List?
I'm looking through stuff right now. I'm about to. Yeah. All right.
There's only a few players right now that there's going to be more probably by the weekend.
So I guess we're doing the home run derby thing first. Is that what
we're doing?
The
home run derby, as we all know, the spectrum of the MLB season. Just about, man. Everybody's eyes is glued on the game. July 15th at 8 o'clock on ESPN. There have been some participants that already put their name in the hat for the home run derby. One name, the first name on this list here is Gunnar Henderson from the Baltimore Orioles. This season, 27 home runs. His longest jack was 430 feet.
Giggity.
Shout out to my man Gunnar Henderson. First year, I believe, man. Just putting it on, man. Doing his thing.
I heard a wild – I don't mean to get off topic of the home run derby, but I heard a wild freaking trade rumor about the White Sox coming after Jackson Holiday.
Ooh.
Gunnar Henderson plays his position. Jackson Holiday struggled at the major league level. Talking about trade talks to get Jackson Holiday while the hype's still there. I think it'd be a smart move for him.
Yeah, sell high.
They believe that, throughout his season struggles up to this midpoint, then if you think he's still valuable in a sense, and you think it's just overall mental now that you just said this guy plays his position and he's playing it a little bit more better than Chris, you might want to try to go get him now before he becomes
well, too, you got to remember, too, here's the thing, because I know that you paid a lot more attention this year than you have in the past, and I know you know about the hype of Jackson Holiday. This is his rookie year. Like, he literally just got drafted. Like, he is the rookie of all rookies. He's like
Gunner's like a 30th player, correct?
Gunner's in his early 20s, and he played a little bit last year, but this is his true rookie year, I believe. But Jackson Holiday, he's still very young. I don't see why you give up on him. Gunner could probably play third or second. I don't know, man. It's up in the air. I feel like it'd be a cool trade to get some assets for Baltimore because they're so young anyway. But
it's what they call an embarrassment of riches. They were so bad for so long, and they've stockpiled a bunch of really highly talented players now. So now they're at nut cutting time because they have to decide on who of these young guys is still going to be here in a couple of years. Who are we going to pay? Arbitration is going to come up for some of these guys, and it's going to come up for a lot of the guys around the same time because they got so many guys back to back in the draft. So
yes,
they have to figure out who's staying and who's going will bring them. Actually, if they play it right, they should get rid of some of these young guys who are really good, but they're still unproven, and bring in some proven talent to really. This team has a chance to win it all. That's all they got to do is just fill out.
Look, like you said, you got your cornerstones in Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rushman, I believe his name is Rushman, who's the catcher. And their pitching actually isn't that bad. Actually, it's very good. Yeah. And if you just grab some veteran pieces around there, so this wasn't just a frat house, you could get a really. It's literally the
problem. Like that's the only problem, and I don't even think it was a problem for them last year in the thing. I just feel like they're so young.
Yes.
This team, a frat house is the perfect way to say it. They need some adults in there. They need some adults.
Look, I understand.
If Gunnar wins this, though, then Jack Holiday more than likely get shipped the hell out.
Yeah, we'll see.
See what happens. And also, my bad. I don't mean to derail this. When we get on baseball, I start fucking hitting on all cylinders. So who's the next guy in this thing?
Alec Baum of the Philadelphia Phillies. Home runs this year, 11. Longest 427 feet.
This wasn't the dude that they said looked like Nicolas Cage, was it? There's that picture going around on Facebook. I don't remember though.
Let's see.
Nah, that wasn't him.
No, yeah.
Nah,
that's a bad looking conversation.
Really.
I'll find that picture.
He's going to test his will in the home run derby.
Yeah,
definitely going to be interesting to see how he fares in this game.
Pete Alonso made it back. That's awesome.
Pete Alonso.
I mean, he put on a goddamn show the last time he was up there. So,
oh hell yeah, he missed last year for some bullshit reason.
Baseball, you get something like this. Shout out to baseball though, because one thing they do is they get returnees for events that they don't even need returnees for. Like Pete Alonso won this thing twice here. 18 home runs still on the year. He's still hitting 20 plus a year. So hey, keep joining the club if you want to. Shout out
Pete
to
Alonso's a shit. And then the guy below him too, man. That's another great young talented shortstop. Bobby Witt's going to be an outstanding baseball player. And the Kansas City Royals locked him in for a very long contract, very hefty price too.
Pete Alonso hits balls that you have to go look for a while. He hits them so hard, that's crazy.
Except it is, and King Griffey win it 3 times if he does hoist the trophy on the 15th of July.
Cespedes won it 3 times?
Back to back. As back to back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, there we go.
That was number 52 for the Athletics, right?
And then he was 52.
Yeah, and then he was with the Red Sox for a little bit.
Red Sox first, yeah. Was he with the Red Sox first?
I think so. Either we moved him to.
Did he play for the Mets?
Yeah.
He played for the Mets after the Sox.
Yes, after the Sox. Yeah. He was like his star was like starting to blossom, and then we got him, and then we realized he's insane, and then we moved him.
Yeah,
crazy.
Bobby Witt Jr. This man,
Bobby Witt's insane.
High school home run derby at Nationals Park in 2018. People may not look at it as a pure herd from what I'm hearing, but hey, it's a home run derby where you got nothing but the pitcher pitching to you, and it's not a lot of in-game thrill, you know. So yeah, you just go at it, man.
This number right here, he took that ball for a ride. 468 is a bomb. That is.
Hey, and I'm just for everybody in the crowd, if Will is high on a baseball player, that's how you know that they might have a little bit of talent, because Will watches very little baseball until the playoffs start.
Recently, yes, yeah, that's how it's
that means Will knows a little bit about this kid because he makes the news.
He had a bob. The kid's nice. Oh, Ozuna's backing it up.
Oh, Ozuna's a freaking walking freaking bomb.
23 home runs on the season, 446 feet. His longest home run shot this year. 23 home runs, only second in the National League behind Shohei Ohtani.
That's wild. Shohei still got all them home runs, and he's got that fucked up elbow.
Exit velocity of 93.1 at his age, man. Crazy.
Hey, don't need Tommy John to hit bombs, bro.
No,
that's not wrong. Yeah, no, Marcelo Ozuna, he's got a freaking cannon. And Jose made it too? Shit.
Yeah.
I thought there was only is there another guy on this list?
Yes, there is.
The Guardians is looking real good right now, too. Do they get the best record in the majors?
Do they?
I believe they got the best record in the majors.
Jake, you're supposed to
know
that one.
That means they don't need to be doing nothing at the trade line, because I heard that they've been eyeing Bichette and they need to stay the frick away from the only cornerstone we got left, because freaking Vlad's probably leaving.
Oh, actually, no. They have this best record in the AL. I believe the best record in the league
AL's
Phillies.
AL's Orioles, NL's Phillies. Who are we talking about? Yeah, no. Well, they lead the Central though. They lead the Central.
They lead the AL. They lead the AL by 0.7 of a percentage point, due to a game I think or something may have gotten scheduled or something. But they are up like 0.7 on the Orioles.
It's weird because on their site it says 0.63 and 0.62 Orioles ahead.
Yeah. Oh, 0.633 for the Cleveland Guardians.
Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. So wait, that's in the entire AL, you said, right?
Yeah.
Overall,
about to say because that's not that. Orioles,
overall,
Orioles aren't in that division.
Philly overall number 1 in Major League Baseball. Then Cleveland, Baltimore, LA, Dodgers, and then
there must have been a game today that they didn't account for.
Well, they have early Wednesday games. So I Cleveland usually plays in those early Wednesday games. So I will believe probably in the sense that maybe. But yeah, back to Jose, man. Overall year for him, and his team as well. If he wins it, man, listen here, he's a solid hitter. He definitely
Wait, isn't Jose the dude that knocked out freaking Tim Anderson?
No,
I'm not sure.
I hope so, because that video was great.
We have here rising down the list. Adolis Garcia, from the Texas Rangers, 17 home runs on the year, 428 longest shot here. Exit max velocity of 106.1 miles per hour is the top 2% of the MLB hitters this season. Has enough power to catch fire on Derby night.
Yeah, Garcia hits the ball really, really hard. That dude's a beast. He had a pretty good showing last time out.
Garcia's my favorite to win it, and the only reason I say that, oh my God, Teoscar Hernandez made that. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I'm not talking about that. He's got a bomb. That dude, I loved him when he was in Toronto, and he could definitely cream the ball, but I'm not getting off this. Aroldis Garcia, he is my favorite to win it because notoriously in the past, when a hometown guy is in the home run derby and they're playing at their stadium, they have the advantage and they normally win. This happened with Todd Frazier a couple years ago when the All-Star game was in Cincinnati. So they have because they know the field better. So I think he's going to be my favorite to win the whole thing. I hope it ends up happening. But Teoscar Hernandez, yeah, the dude's got a freaking bomb. He knows how to hit the bat. He's going to light some balls on fire for sure. It's going to be interesting to see.
This has to open him to win. Hopefully opens it up for the Rangers right now. They're still hungover from last year's championship. Hopefully, like you're saying, Jake, hometown, know the field, be able to, survive, what I'm saying, until you're the winner. I don't think he wins, though. If I had to throw a prediction of all these hitters here, my old heart want to say old guy, but I don't think Pete's going to do enough to win it. But I'm going to go Pete just to be an ass. I don't really care about it. Say so. I might even throw $2 or $3 on it just because, he may be down on the money line. It's going to be exciting, though, man. Like I said, people wake up, people get up. This is when the season actually starts for people like me. The home run derby, All-Star game. After that, kind of stop paying more attention to it in terms of the in-depth, playoff races, trade deadline, and you get more exciting games, man. But on the tip, man, before we switch to another sport, gotta give this team right here, because they've been playing at this pace for a bit, and I hope they continue it because people kind of down this team all year, and I think I came on here saying that they're not going to be bad this year, and that's the Boston Red Sox. Guys right now, and they did the same thing last year, so you kind of want to just like, hey, this is just going to happen right now. These guys are playing awesome baseball right now, man, over the course of the last 2 months, man. Great baseball. Awesome baseball, man. Best record, I believe, in that span in the league. They get a few little jabbing pieces at the deadline and take it serious, man, and just say, hey, we're just going to try to get in there for contention this year. Hey, I like it. They didn't do it last year. They kind of fell off the rails, and as soon as they fell off the rails, they're like, we're not going to do nothing. I feel like this year, with momentum, if they can keep this up a little bit after the All-Star break, I feel like they will be literally every game this season, well, for my take, is going to be bad because Red Sox tickets go up. But at the same time, shout out to the Red Sox, man. Doing good things.
Yeah, I was talking to Will about this, and I actually, real quick, before I get way off topic, Will, I do want to know who your favorite is for the Home Run Derby, and then just bringing up the comments real quick. Chris, great pick, and Jose Ramirez. No one's talking trash about the Orioles. We just want to talk trade talks with them and crazy stuff. Bobby Witt is absolutely a sleeper. And who'd you say, Will?
Garcia. He said, "Who's trashing my Orioles?" Literally, no one. We were
just talking trade talks.
He was happy to hear it, so he probably thought we was trashing.
Yeah,
we have no reason to trash the Orioles. And even back in the day, we had no reason to trash them. You know why? Because they wasn't nothing to talk about.
They was irrelevant.
Orioles.
But they're nice now.
The Orioles are Reds bad.
Yeah, they got the bet for a long time too. Like since Ripken.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's been rough the whole time, but yeah, man, they got the most talent in the AL right now, in my opinion.
Super fun to watch, man. I mean, even me as a Blue Jays fan, and I hate to say it, but it's like super fun to watch.
Yeah, fun team.
But I was going too, talking off of what you were saying. Yeah, dude, the Sox are actually very scary. If you really look at that team as a whole, their record is not nearly showing as good as the team is. The problem is that they are literally a batter. Maybe 2 batters away from being one of the scariest teams in baseball. Their pitching is second to none. They're doing very good.
It doesn't make any sense.
Hold on. They're averaging like a higher 2 ERA, maybe mid, and then their defense is playing outstanding. But like me and Will talked about earlier, They can't hit worth a crap. They literally can't hit. That's why they need during the deadline to attack and get themselves a batter, because if they can get 2 batters, a lefty and a righty, this team is going to be one of the scariest teams in baseball.
I got a question for you, too, real quick. A name that I've been hearing flirt around before even the season started, and I was at a Red Sox game with my guy. Shout out to my man, Chris. I bring him to baseball games because he wants to go all the time and he knows his baseball. So I kind of follow his lead on stuff and all that. And the reason why I got a little bit more in the game. So shout out to my man, Chris Shelton. Do they go after Tim Anderson? Would you like that move?
Tim Anderson's a defensive type of guy. He's not really good at the bat. That's the problem, is that you need to get a bat in here. That's why the guy who's hot
he's also
right
a
now,
fucking head case, and we don't want
exactly, because he also thinks he's a lot better than he is, and it's not that I hate on him. It's just that when you say arrogant shit, you get people against you, and he said some arrogant shit last year, 2 years ago, and I have not been on this guy's side for a while. That's why the White Sox got rid of him. Like Will said, super head case. The guy that the Red Sox, and this is going through the rumor mill over and over again. I told Will about it, and he was like, I didn't know it was a rumor, or maybe you did, but that's who he was thinking of. Vlad Guerrero's name, who's from my Blue Jays, has been getting talked about going to the Red Sox for like a month now. And because, and like Will said in our text, he said the Red Sox are very, very known for stealing individual talent from people in recent years. And Vlad going to the Red Sox makes a lot of sense for them because they have a great third baseman. They don't really have a great first baseman. That's where Vlad plays. Vlad could go over and play first base very well, and he's also on a mega hot streak right now in hitting. You could see him leave Toronto here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. I keep it real with you. Red Sox, honestly, if they can just get, I'm gonna use the same thing I used with the Rangers last year. If they can just get in, maybe it's enough. And people are gonna say get more off of the player. Obviously, you want those hitters to hit in August, September, October when it matters. But my theory is the Red Sox will begin to start hitting for real. I feel like during the trade deadline, they will go get a pitcher to kind of size them up. I get what you're saying.
What do you mean like in relief? Not starter?
Maybe.
Starter?
No,
I'm hearing Rangers they want your side.
To like to be like randomly different, he'd be like, I want them to get the one thing they don't need. Like
you talk about Vlad Guerrero and such the rest.
Yeah, because they need hitting.
I heard they want your pitcher at the trade deadline. Brissett, that's it.
Well,
Bichette's another player.
No, the pitcher is like Bassett.
Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett.
Okay.
But people are saying his trade chances are very low, but it's a rumor that the Red Sox have been looking at him too. So maybe they're looking at a few Blue Jays.
Possibly. I mean, the Blue Jays are willing to sell right now. Their season's not going the way they thought it was. They refused to fire the skipper, and I think John Schneider's a shitbag. I think they need to get rid of him and hire somebody else or hire within because our bench coach is very, very good. But this team is just not performing to what they were. Bichette's even batting worse than he ever has, which is rare because he didn't decrease. He was always getting better, and his defense needed the work. Now his defense is good, and his batting slacking. The one thing that I did want to ask, Will, is you said something interesting in our conversation earlier before we went live. You asked what Vlad batted, and I told you he was a right-hander. Do you have a bunch of right-handed batters on the Sox? Is that why you're wanting possibly a lefty?
No, I wanted a righty. I wanted to. If you remember, my following comment was, because I remember he was a righty, but I was making sure I wasn't crazy. With the monster there, right-handed bats have fun in our park, especially power bats, because that's the difference. Like if you're a line drive hitter, then you're gonna dent up the wall a bunch, but it's gonna be a lot of long singles and long doubles off that wall. But if you're a power hitter like Vlad and he can get some pop under it, there's like just pop-ups or fly balls that end up out of the park. So it's a great place for him to play. Also, I've already seen him bomb shit at my park. So
Will, a little off topic since we are going baseball, and this is going to be the last thing I say because I go in baseball for days, and I know we got way more stuff to talk about. There was a player that you guys had last year. I believe he played center field, and now he's playing for the Yankees. He's having the season of his life over in New York right now. Do you miss him at all?
Who?
I forgot the guy's name. He played center field for you last year, wore 99 or 97, I think.
Oh, Verdugo.
Yeah, Verdugo.
He's tearing it up for the Yankees.
Oh, he's killing it, dude.
Good for him, sucking ass motherfucker. Nah, because his bitch ass, we got him in the fucking Mookie Betts move, and
called him a bitch ass. I love it.
Yeah, he's whack. He came here and didn't do shit except fucking
hype
smash.
Up the crowd a bit.
No, he would smash shit in the fucking dugout when he pissed off that he sucked. You suck. It's you. Stop taking it out on a Gatorade cooler. Just play better. It's very simple.
That's fucking great. Yeah, no, he's actually doing very, very, very well for the Yankees right now, and I don't even know why. And I was like, hey, Will, I remember when this trade happened, or he might have.
There's no pressure for him there. That's why you would think there'd be more pressure because it's New York, but he's not the star there. He was at. We wanted him to be one of our best players.
Look what they got. They got Judge, Stanton. They just went out and got the dude from the Padres. What's his name? Soto. I mean, they got everybody in that outfield. He's playing in the outfield on defense, and Stanton's no longer in that spot. He's DH.
Yeah, Stanton sucks. He's just a heavy bat, and he swings. Too.
Wouldn't it be absolutely ridiculous if you guys somehow worked out a trade with the Padres and got Machado in there and had him playing first? That'd be crazy.
Machado. Ugh. Anyways. All right, what we got next?
We got next here, man. We're going to swing in the direction. What we're going to swing to? Let's swing WNBA way. Shout out to the ladies, man. As I'm always going to say, man, I'm bringing the game up to the highest level they can bring it to, man. They continue to do it every week. Actually, if anybody was paying attention today, there were 5 games before 4 o'clock today in the WNBA. There's no games on tonight. You may not like it because you might have been at work, but
before 5 o'clock, it's almost like they didn't want anybody to watch these games.
I mean, yeah, and there's some hitters too. There was some foul. New York versus the Connecticut Sun earlier. You had Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese in action tonight. It was some good stuff over here, man. You got the Allstar game coming up soon. Mercury catches a win today over the Wings. The Wings, man, 5-18, continue to have the worst record in the league. Kalia Cooper, man, is getting up a storm, man. 32 points today, and to lead the Mercury to a win. We had hold on a second. This is okay. Liberty versus Sun. Liberty clocks out a 3-point win. The Mystics against Caitlin Clark and the Fever, who we're going to talk about in a second. The Mystics hold on for an 89-84 victory over the Fever today. Caitlin Clark, 29 points, 13 assists, 5 turnovers, picking up in the point department as well. We know her stardom, but recently Caitlin Clark
keeping those turnovers on that
achieved the status. Achieved the status that somebody hasn't accomplished in quite some time. Recently, she posted a triple-double. So we're gonna give a clap real quick for Caitlin Clark on that triple-double, man, because she definitely that's definitely dope. Every game she's in, it just feels like she's gonna get one. I actually thought she was gonna get it 2 weeks ago against the Mercury, but due to her being the guard and then not able to be down for the rebound, she wasn't able to get that last rebound. So there was some jokes made on the practice on Tuesday as teams prepared for their game against the Mystics today, and she was asked, has anybody followed up with her in regards to her triple-double? Now, there was reports a few weeks ago when she had stated that nobody's hit her up to give her advice. None of the OGs have hit her up for advice. Her phone's kind of just dry in the department from the WNBA players, OGs, whatever you want to call it. So she was asked about her historic triple-double in her performance, and she had answered no text messages, nothing. Nobody reached out. She said deadpan. Clark appears to be having more fun as she came her foot in the league. Yeah, it looks like she's having a lot more fun. You've seen the first probably like 8 to 10 games where, frustration. That's more with learning the system, learning how people play, things of that nature. But she's been picking up. The Fever's play's been picking up overall as a team. They've been picking up, able to grab as of right now when the All-Star games coming in a week. They're in the playoffs. They started today. It's going to definitely be soon of an expansion, and you're getting the expansion of about 3 WNBA teams in the next couple years. But you're looking to see the Fever play in the Eastern Conference actual series against Eastern Conference foes, though the Western Conference is dope as hell. Yes, all the games are there in the morning. What the hell? I mean, there was one. Yeah, the Sun Liberty game started at 11 today.
Yeah, Jake's gonna laugh when I say this. If you squint, she looks like Aaron Croft in this picture.
So
Aaron Kraft, holy shit, you're right.
Aaron Kraft from Ohio State, remember?
Right. The only thing she's missing are the red cheeks.
All right, yeah. So look, man, Caitlyn doing Caitlyn things as usual. She's a killer. We're enjoying watching this rise. Yeah, I do agree. Early on, she had to deal with a lot of it. Was also dealing with like the fraternity type, like sorority bullshit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the sorority bullshit that they were on with her, and a lot of them still kind of are. But like it's funny because we all said this on the show. We were like, and I remember being pissed when some of the girls were like the older women in the league were shitting on her or talking like
22-year-olds.
And don't get me wrong, like I said, I understood why they were doing it, but I also said, like, watch, all of them are gonna shut the fuck up when they see them checks. Once they start seeing, and the very first thing we saw is the unbelievable spike in people watching these games just from a couple months back to now. So yeah, I think they start to see what she's doing for the league. I've seen a lot less cheap shots when she goes to the rack. They still play physical with it. It's a physical league.
Yeah, so, I saw Deanna Taurasi take back steps on what her statement was.
Yeah, because Taurasi's really.
I don't even think it was bad. I don't even think it was
bad. Bitter.
It was just like everybody thought it was, but we got to listen. Taurasi has done it all. National championships, dominating in college, in the WNBA, doing what she did in college to a tear. So people may take it as a shot, but to her, this is somebody that's paid homage to the league. Now, Caitlyn's the checks are going up. We'll say, they're going up. I
think what people need to understand is the few people who are gonna be the most frustrated or were the most frustrated with all the attention she was getting. It's really only the players who know for a fact that they were just as good or just as dominant on their run through college into the WNBA. It's just that it wasn't the game wasn't at that point yet. The real thing that people don't, I don't think people understand. Like, it got turned into Caitlin Clark is the greatest prospect we've ever seen, and that might be the truth. But really, the thing is she's just the perfectly timed player because her rise comes right when the WNBA is ready. It is ready and needs that shining face, that star. And she is that. She's coming through shooting from Curry ranges. That's what we like to see. It's something we want to watch. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Caitlin's doing her thing, and I think we're all going to have a lot of fun watching this go.
I am very interested, and you know what? And this does come down to like what Will said with the timing thing. But Will, to say one college player didn't get injured, and you had the spotlight on two different women in the college level, do you think Caitlin Clark is still taking over?
I love everybody thinks like because when they came in, they was equal height with both of them. But look, don't get me wrong, Paige is nasty, but it doesn't.
He knew exactly what I was talking about. I love it.
It doesn't matter. Like she's different because the way she plays. Paige is nasty, but she's something that the game hasn't seen before. See, and that's why people.
I'd almost, and you know what, Will, you could go ahead and give me a little bit of hate for this. You could also call me biased because
Can you stop prefacing everything with a preface?
No, hold on, no, wait, because I'm
say things. Go ahead, say it. You got it.
I am.
No build up. Just say it.
You
can't do it. You can't even do it.
No, I'm trying to get it out. And you won't shut up. So I'm going for it like this. You've got two comparisons here. I've got Caitlin Clark, who is more Peyton Manning-esque, who's just got that natural talent, who goes out there and does exactly what she's supposed to do because she's that good. But then you got Paige Beckers, who could be Tom Brady, who is constantly working to make sure she is that damn good.
No,
that's exactly
these are awful.
What she does.
Awful comparisons. I'm sorry, brother. I can't do this. This is terrible.
No, I think it's that way, and I think it could be that way.
It's also bad because of the type of hype that they had coming in is completely different. Brady is a complete underdog. There is no underdog between these two. There's no underdog. They're both disgusting.
I'm gonna stay a little bit. I'm gonna stay in this car. I'm gonna keep it neutral a little bit. Caitlin Clark deserves everything, all the hype that she got in college. She deserves that. But this is why I say I'm gonna be neutral. Because Jake, you have a point. And you even have to go into the extra Peyton Manning and Tom Brady's. I'm gonna tell you why you got a point. Paige Beckers, people don't remember. Even though she was already getting the hype already, the difference is Caitlin Clark's at Iowa. So this hype is like hype that's coming out the blue. Connecticut's a dominant blue chip, and Paige Beckers was being talked about. On that, like, kind of like Caitlin. She got hurt. Caitlin comes here, now 20.
It wasn't even just kind of. It wasn't even, as freshman, she was talked about more than Caitlin Clark was. Not even close.
So yeah, Jake, for you being a Paige Beckers and Connecticut fan, I agree with your statement because it took.
What was his statement? What part do you agree with? I don't understand because
I took the fact that Paige Beckers was talked about in the light like Caitlin was.
Oh no, but I said that. No one was denying that.
I'm saying that if Paige didn't get hurt, maybe we have a three-way dance here between these ladies.
Yeah,
and not the two, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers would probably been in the league right now.
All I'm saying, I'm not denying any of that. What I'm trying to tell you is, has nothing. They could both be in. It won't make a difference. The point is that Caitlin, her game, the way she plays the game, is why it's so crazy. She's not the only great player we've seen in college women's basketball.
No, I know that.
But she's the only one pulling from 30.
We understand that. But what I'm saying and this is more recipe. We seen these two teams, these two ladies play against each other in a national semifinal game.
It was a fucking great game.
I say I keep it neutral. Which is say I'll keep it neutral because one half we seen Paige Beckers cook. We seen Paige Beckers do what she was doing. Second half.
You're wasting our time, bro.
Iowa winning the game. So what I'm saying is Paige deserves a little bit more respect. She got that. She got that respect.
That's what I'm saying.
Hurt. So when you get hurt in this game,
I guess I get annoyed with people. I don't even know what you're arguing because the truth is, I agree. No one's saying anything about Paige not being one of the best in college basketball. We know she can go toe to toe with her. She still wouldn't have had more hype at this stage than Caitlin Clark because she doesn't play the same way. It's not because she's good. It's because of how she plays the game.
No, I understand what you're saying.
See, no, wait, hold on.
I understand what you're saying, Will. But you got to put it in context, too, that this girl was one of the top girls in college basketball.
That's what I'm saying. But that's a context that we already stated from the very beginning. So anything else.
What I'm saying, hold on. More me being the middleman and talking, not for me to just get my word in two. This is not just a two-player.
No, you're good. I'm just saying.
It's more to think to Jake. I'm just letting Jake know. I'm letting Jake know that she's disrespected. She's still that god.
Yeah. She's not disrespected. I don't think. Yeah, she's not being disrespected at all. She's not.
I know, and that wasn't my thing. That wasn't my thing that I was saying either.
And that's what. And I knew it wasn't your thing, which is why this whole thing was just.
Yeah, no, and that was the thing is that I don't think Tuke was arguing. I think he was just. I think in a roundabout way he was agreeing with both of us. He wasn't arguing a statement. It's just. Exactly. The thing is that I think that I really wish Paige had never gotten injured so that we could see exactly where that totem pole or that equal ground would have ended up being instead of Caitlin Clark taking over. Because when you look,
so I understand what you're saying. I don't think my point is
it's a what could be. It's a what could be.
What I'm trying to explain to you is she could be the greatest player we ever seen, and it still wouldn't have changed anything because it's not about how good Caitlin is; it's the way she plays. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. Like, Paige had crazy hype, unbelievable, and I think if she doesn't get hurt, that her and Caitlin go to war whenever they play, and we won't know. You might not necessarily even know which one's better. If she didn't get hurt, either one of them could have been the one. But
that's what I was saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Either one of them could have been the one, except only one of them shoots from 30. And that's why she is the way she is. That's why it's hypish the way she is. It's the way she plays the game that gave her this type of hype. We've seen other great players. Tarazi, great. Maya Moore, great. Like, we've seen amazing players. It's shooting from 30 and the passes and stuff like that. That's why people are tuning in to watch this girl.
And then all she's got to do if she wants to get to that next style level is step up a little bit more on the defense instead of sitting there complaining. And that's the thing. She can go ahead and have her highlight plays from 30, and her passing. Her passing is second to none. It's wild.
When you pass and score like her, you don't have to defend a single player in your life.
Well, you took it right out of my eyes. I learned in life early at an early age.
You can disagree.
You are dominant and rough offensively. You get breaks defensively.
Yeah, you don't got to.
Because you're gonna go back down there and give them 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? In this case, she's giving them 3s and 2s. You know what I'm saying?
Jake, who's the greatest NBA point guard of our generation right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Steph.
Doesn't play a lick of defense. Not a little. Not even a little. None. Who's the second best right now, would you say?
Yeah.
Kyrie
You're asking
Irving.
a bad question to a guy.
Kyrie Irving. No defense. You don't got to play D when you can score like that. That's just how it is.
You know, you get your guys every once in a while that does defend on the defensive end.
Oh, and we love that. And we love when they do that.
Your Grace, for the most part, can take mental breaks on defense because you know they're going to come out offensively.
No, hold on. So wait. Nah, never mind. Bad comparison. Moving on.
Now, we want to talk about defense. We can't have a Caitlin Clark conversation and dominate this conversation without talking about
Reese.
Big sister. I'm going to call her Caitlin Clark's big sister. And that's Angel Reese right here, man. Hey, this girl here, they ran it on me last week on the show, man, in regards to her, man. And she's balling. Once again, another triple-double today. I think it's her 14th consecutive double-double. Sorry, not
this? Caitlin Clark spreadboard.
And
also,
I pulled up an article, which we'll talk about in a second. But she right now, her 4.9 offensive rebounds per game leads the WNBA by a large margin. She's definitely on pace to set tons of records on the defensive end, grabbing rebounds, offense, defensive rebounds. Reese is on pace for 196 offensive rebounds this year. That was smashed through the single-season record of 162 by Yolanda Griffin. Shout out to the OG back in 2001. But we know what comes with Angel Reese. We know what comes with a lot of star players, but some star players get certain treatment. It is not in the most positive way. Sometimes it's in a negative way. There's been TikToks going around, people speaking their opinions on Angel Reese. And instead of her getting praised about her skill and what she's been doing since the first game of the season until now, her rebounding has already been used as a criticism against her by many of her haters. A screenshot of her obviously doctored box score in which Reese grabbed 5 offensive rebounds of her own miss had received over 62,000 likes on Twitter during the 4th of July weekend. Reese has been virally mocked on TikTok for a penchant for grabbing her own misses. Any sort of celebration of her stats will be filled with replies about how her rebounds shouldn't count. Now, Reese's double-setting, double-double streak is often misattributed to those created rebounds, but the numbers tell a much different story.
What's trash?
I've seen this. I think it's absolutely trash, and I had actually mentioned last week.
No, what's trash? Jake.
The
Me? No,
yeah,
I know. I think no. I mean, if you put up a shot and you get your own putback, that's a fucking rebound, whether you like it or not.
Absolutely.
What the fuck do you mean?
I mentioned last week. So
anything like that. I say the same thing. We always say this growing up too. Stop it.
Stop it. Right.
If you can stop it, stop it.
Stop it. I told homies last week. My cousin, rest in peace to my cousin Slide.
I knew that's why this story made it in here. I knew that's why this story made it because it's like it supported his. All these stories kind of support his arguments.
No. At the end of the day, no. I said I love that. Yeah. I love that from him. No. When he told me,
Philly used to do that too. Cathcart used to do that shit too.
The defender has to be smart. You have to be a smart defender to know that. Hey, I know, and sometimes she knows I may not to make this shot, but I know I'm fast enough and quick enough to go get my own rebound.
Yeah,
and also when we're at all these camps and training when we're growing up to play ball, not even just that. One of the things you're taught is as a shooter, you know where the ball's going before anybody else does.
Yeah.
Follow your shot.
And
exactly, Duke, right there. Follow your shot.
No, yeah. Of course, follow. Always follow. But the point is that you should know better than anyone else where that ball's going to go. You let it go. And you know if it's off to the right, off to the left, if it's short, if it's long, you should know all of that. So you should be able to get and that's so when you're the shooter, like Angel Reese keeps doing, she's a dog, man.
No, it's fucking smart. It's IQ. And
Hell
people don't want to give her enough credit because whatever the fuck reason.
Because
it's
it
stupid.
is.
Why? Because she got a mouth?
Because
she got a mouth? Who cares? Bro, she's ready.
Here's
the thing, though.
Department. It's fire because now they're keeping stats through the WNBA and all these analytic statures of not only offensive rebounds, as they always do, offensive rebounds off our own misses. Angel Reese, 34. The next highest is Aaliyah Boston with 17. Offensive rebounds off teammates misses. Angel Reese has 63 offensive rebounds. The next highest is 49. LC Mad Gabber.
Right. So
she's
basically,
making this stat intentional.
She's boarding on y'all. Get big, bitches.
Get big, man. Hey, and she didn't have a problem at all rebounding the ball in college. She's not having a problem in the pros, so she's definitely just on her numbers. She's sticking and getting it further over then. She's improving offensively.
It's going to be great.
It is wild. It is wild because hey, hold on, Tuke. How tall is Angel Reese? Just a question.
Let's double check Angel Reese.
6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
Let's see how tall she is. Then people want to show it. Oh man, what's her head?
Man, you had all the time to ask that question. You could have looked up your data.
6'3".
6'3". Okay, so she is 6'3", and she's got the teammate in Carmela Cardoso, who is 6'7", and she's out rebounding her. Leave this lady alone. She's a dog. She's following her own shot. She's getting the putback. She's making points. That's why she has a streak of double-doubles. Why are we trying to hate on her for getting rebounds? She's great. Let her be great.
I'm going to be real with you.
Here's the go ahead.
Better situation for her. She is in a great situation as well too. She's getting tuteled by one of the greatest point guards in the WNBA history, Teresa Witherspoon. Shout out to Witherspoon, man, and adjusting her to the WNBA life, giving her all those hurdles that she has to climb through, all the media chat that she has to go through, all that. Shout out, second of all, to her teammates that know that what she came in with, the glory, all that, similar to Clark, but they are able to handle it in a different light. You know what I'm saying? They're not at her or none of that. They support Angel Reese. Shout out to the players on her team that support her. The Chardonnay Carters, the Isabel Harrison, the Marina Mabry. Shout out to Camila Cardoso. Shout out to them ladies for letting her know every game we got you and go out there and keep doing what you're doing. Even if you was on some Kobe shit, taking 1 million shots every night. Go do your thing, girl. You know what I'm saying? You the reason why, like Will said, I'm going to say it now. Will, this is your favorite. This is why the checks are running up. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, look at it, dude. This is one of the best draft classes ever for the WNBA, in my opinion. Already,
it's gonna be a good one.
I mean, it's a damn good one. If you look through it, I don't know if they have 3 rounds or 2, but the 2 rounds that they did just in the first 2, I mean, there are a bunch of bona fide stars that are going to be in the NBA for a very long time. Just the first 12 picks. I mean, there were just studs. I mean, these girls are going to be great. I can't wait to get the new NBA game so I can play the WNBA side of the NBA game and play with these teams because no, I am. I've already played with it. I did it today, actually, matter of fact.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up is for Caitlin and for Reese, can we just stop? I'm happy. Let's just celebrate them. But also, they don't need lawyers either. We got to stop that too. I feel like we're always defending them, and it's like, yo, you know what? Some of this is just natural shit they got to deal with. They'll be okay. Yeah, they'll be okay. They're big. Hey, they're big girls. They're big girls.
They got them G-strings on. They got them thongs on. They
put their bra one cup at a time like everybody else. So they got it. I think they'll be fine. I don't see anybody. Yeah,
that's the last question that I got in this conversation.
By the way, I was gonna say in this picture is the other person before all this hype that was the most hype we've ever seen. Sabrina. And look how quickly
that's Tuke's girl.
We forgot about her, and that's mind you realize she's still a Kobe disciple. That's one of the last people he actually dealt with in terms of coaching and shit like that was her, and we don't even talk about her that way.
She's been lining the fuck up.
She's all she does is drop like points, rebounds, assists. Like it's all she does is just she's basically LeBron, but like female. It's crazy. And all we talk about is these two, which they deserve it, but also I can kind of see with some of the elder stateswomen have an issue with, because like even your most recent young stars, you're not even talk about them. So you know what? We love Caitlin, we love Reese, Sabrina, all y'all. Let's just celebrate the game. How about that?
Celebrate the game, absolutely. Celebrate the game, and you mentioned, man, this draft class that this happened. You know, some great athletes,
crazy,
along going through the board of these drafts, which is interesting. Shout out to all these drafters, shout out to all these lovely women players. I was taking a look because you know Will has got me into the interest of looking at mock drafts. So I got the WNBA mock draft for you. Just on a random website. So I'm gonna go down 10 of these names. Right now, potential 1 through 10. So number 1 draft pick projectedly next year, and this girl deserves it. And if she goes ham this year, it's definitely her spot for the keeping. Kiki Eifrin, 6'3", Stanford, played on the side of Brink, but Brink wasn't even performing like that in the tournament. This girl put up,
she was doing better.
35-point game. Girl's a bucket, and she's only getting better transferred to USC, which will be playing along
with Juju.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be problematic next year.
Yep. Ooh. So she's going over there. Paige Beckers to the Indiana Fever at number 2 projectedly. But
that would be fucking hilarious. There's no way they're gonna let that happen, but it would be hilarious if it did.
You got.
What would you do? Do you play them 1-2?
Yeah,
bro. That's dude. Yes. It's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be.
That's like
the point.
That's literally like having Curry and then getting Kyrie. Like it's like, wow, I don't understand if this is gonna work. Like
it's fucking wild because it'll be Caitlin at the 1 facilitating and then Paige running the 2. It's gonna be.
I don't know. I might go the other way.
She's going to Dallas. Paige Beckers is either going to Dallas or Washington.
I might go the other way, by the way. Even though she's crazy with the ball, you might have to move Caitlin off ball because of the shooting. Like she's just gonna fire nonstop. So like, hey, go ahead, just fire it.
I'm not disagreeing with you, and I'm not disagreeing with you, and I will not make an argument about it. But they can both facilitate. But the way that Caitlin passes the ball is crazy. But the way she shoots, and she's a 1-2 combo. It's tough. But
you know what's gonna happen though? If Paige gets drafted by them. Oh, they're moving Caitlin to the 2. She's averaging 5 turnovers. She's averaging 5 turnovers a game. They're moving her to the 2.
You're right.
I promise.
But then at the same time, you could also move Paige to the 3.
No, what are you doing? You don't. She's too slight. That's how you get her hurt.
He's 5'11". He ain't playing no 3 in the league.
Yeah, she's too little for that.
The size difference in the WNBA is a little bit different. I mean, it could work.
Yeah, except point guards can't play small forward. She's a tiny, slight little thing. Like I don't know. And she's already been banged up, torn ACL. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I was about to say she's tough, but she tore that ACL in the pickup. So,
and she is still tough. She's just an ACL is an ACL, bro. But you don't want her banging bodies with somebody weight like my weight.
Definitely don't want her banging no bodies, man. Anissa Morrow.
Problem
to the Lynx. This is all projected. These teams definitely not going to be here because the Lynx are balling right now. She's a forward from LSU. Sonia Critton, guard from Notre Dame. Listen here, she's still on the board in this position. Listen here, she could probably be the number 1 pick in this draft. She goes in Notre Dame, man. Good size for a guard, really shoot the basketball. She got range on jumpers, elite free throw shooter. First round potential overall. She'll definitely be the second guard picked in this draft after Paige. If not, if Paige slunders this year, maybe she'll be the first card taken up. Olivia Miles as well from Notre Dame, 5'10" guard. Cheyenne Day Wilson, a guard from Duke. You got Emily Ryan. She hoops from Iowa State. If you watched the Iowa State games last year, especially the ones of those tournament games, you got to see a better clip of her. Super crafty guard who changes speeds as well as a creative finisher. A good ISO scorer as well. She definitely can ISO with the best of them in the league. Caroline Durkheim from Connecticut. She's a 6'2" guard. Number 9, Janiyah Barker, 6'4" forward from Texas A&M. And to round out 10, 11, and 12, Aussie Fudd of Connecticut.
Ozzy. That's another one. They had 2 of them on the same team. Paige got hurt, and then Ozzy. And Ozzy was
same year, right?
Yeah.
Ozzy got hurt this year, right?
Yeah, rough.
Bro,
Back-to-back
that killed our season last year because Paige
Yep.
didn't come back till late. When Fudd went out, it was over.
We have here and our other favorite lady, Haley Van Lith. As of right now, the 19th projected lady to come up WNBA draft.
You know what sucks is like her stock fell for nothing. It's not her fault. She didn't belong to be playing that point guard. And yeah, so her stock fell, but she'll get another chance this year to light shit up and raise that stock again. I predict by the end of the season, her moving back into the top 10 because she's gonna go back to the 2 and light it up.
Yes, sir, man. For real, man. WNBA chatter.
Will she though playing at TCU?
Yeah. Who the hell else is there? She's gonna take all their shots. She's gonna average like 20, 25 shots a game.
It's gonna be crazy, man. And hey, be on the lookout for my girl. Angel Reese is not there no more. So maybe we see a little more doses of RJ, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And RJ and putting in that work. Hopefully she can get herself in draft position. You know, one of these years, next couple years to come, man. She can stay as long as she wants. She good.
Where do we see Iowa? Let me get my words here. Where do we see Iowa placing next year? Because they had some decent players on that team.
I mean, they'll still be competitive.
But they lost their coach too, and their best player.
They'll still be competitive. But one thing they won't lose for the next decade is the fan base. Because they'll be looking and searching for the next Caitlin Clark, but in all, they'll be buying these tickets to the games because of what Iowa did. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they were gonna go anyway. Iowa's like there's nothing else to do there. So they go to the games. They support their team. But yeah, it's gonna be slow next year. No Caitlin, no coach.
It's gonna be slow, man. Hey, fellas, man. It's a lot of slow.
They lost like 3 starters, bro. Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, they might not even make the tourney.
They only kept their center. That was it.
So, we gonna keep this next story. We're gonna divide this. We're gonna put this story into 2 because it kind of matches different situations, but it matches all into the same fraternity that they was in, and that's the LA Clippers. First off, Kawhi Leonard, part of the Olympic team, took pictures with the Olympic team, pictures, photos, and all that. Then today announced that he has withdrawn himself from the U.S. national team. We know he's been dealing with injuries, not only this season, but in the last 5-6 seasons, he's been dealing with injuries. He did nod a 4-year contract extension, I believe, or 3-year with the Clippers earlier in the year with a no trade clause there. So in all, Kawhi, being Kawhi, is not participating in the Olympics. He has Derek White as a replacement, and we'll get back into Derek White in a second and all the little things I've been hearing throughout social media in regards to that.
Yeah, I got plenty to say about that conversation as it involves 2 players from my team.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll get into that.
I want to know what he thinks about Derek White making it.
Paul George.
That's the whole thing. You'll see.
Paul George recently decided a 212 4-year deal flat with the Philadelphia 76ers. It was going throughout the locker room all year that Paul George was probably going to leave and wasn't offered the right deal. Well, when it came to negotiations, the Clippers came to him with a deal of, I believe, 3 years, $60 or $70 million, no trade clause. Paul George felt disrespected by it and basically was like, I'm off. I'm leaving with the Philly on the deal. Now, when I mentioned Kawhi and Paul, they were supposed to be the next tandem to go up in space. They were supposed to be the next tandem to hoist multiple championships. They didn't do that. 4 or 5 years together, injuries to one another, mixed energy, mixed integrity, mixed everything, just being the Clippers. They didn't get nowhere.
They suck.
The first question is, did Paul George deserve the money in the no trade clause rather than Kawhi? Or were the Clippers right to give Kawhi the money in the no trade clause other than Paul George?
So in classic, and I mean it, in classic Clipper fashion, they were wrong both ways. Stupid.
I like it.
Stupid. Both dumb. So, first of all, Shut up, Paul George. Yo ass keep hitting the side of backboards in the playoffs. Nobody want to hear nothing you have to say. Playoff P is a real thing, and he's trash. So with that said, trash. So with that said, also Kawhi, I wouldn't get that motherfucker no money neither. The only reason they sign anybody, either of those two, is because how else do you get people to come watch these games
in that new arena that's coming up this year?
In a new arena that they just paid for. Steve Ballmer over there screaming till he's a tomato. Like, man, listen, this team is always going to be the Clippers. You know exactly what that means. Too.
They gonna clip.
They always little brother. And not even that. They like little step brother. You can't even be a blood brother. You a step brother. We adopted you, bitch.
Hey, I just watched I know it's got absolutely nothing to correlation here, but I just watched that whole documentary clipped.
Oh, the clip, I heard it was.
There's only one statement from that entire movie that I remember, other than at the end, and it's what the fuck's a Clipper?
Yeah,
and that's what everyone's question is still. Hey, it was a good documentary, by the way.
There's like two.
You can watch it. It's good.
There's like 2 or 3 generations of people who think a Clipper just means you're a shitty basketball player.
Me? Right. I thought when I heard the Los Angeles Clippers, I thought that meant that they had the best barber shops.
Probably. Because it ain't basketball. It ain't basketball related.
Look at the colors. It's red, white, and blue. That's a barber shop.
Like, and I asked the question, man, in regards to Paul George, did you think Paul George was a star or a superstar? And I got pretty advantageable chat where percentage of people said that he's a star, and that's correct. He's a star. When is Kawhi?
Hold up. Paul George was a superstar in Indiana, and then he just turned into a star.
That's unfortunately, he was never a superstar. Even in Indiana, as good as he was, he hadn't quite reached that plateau yet of being considered a bona fide. Now, he had all the ability. When you see what he could do, it's like, all right, yeah, he could do. And he was headed towards being a superstar. And he snapped his leg in two at the FIBA, and then we thought it was over. It was gross. And we thought it was over. And then he came back and actually had his best season, MVP candidate with OKC. And then playoff P was born in the playoffs. And we realized, oh, that's a thing. He sucks in the playoffs. And he's really talented, but and from a regular season standpoint, I guess he deserves the money, but he also needs to come to reality. Like, if you want to win, you can't get paid that much because you aren't that good. Like, you're a good player, but you're not good enough. Like, a player that you pay that much money to, technically supposed to be able to get you over the hump or get you into the playoffs and make a run. He can't.
Look, and you know what? At the same time, it's tough to say too if the Clippers made the right or wrong decision. In my opinion, letting PG walk, cool, keeping Kawhi, very, very smart, but at the same time stupid because the guy's injured all the time. Yeah, he's a 2-time champion. He was a big reason why the Spurs beat the Heat. He was a big reason why Toronto did their thing, but it's a liability at this point because this guy cannot stay on the court. If you're going to pay this guy this kind of money, you need to be able to know that he's reliable and he's going to be on the court.
You know what's crazy? What you just said is the craziest thing right now. We all know they keep a Kawhi. We know the arena's opening all up, but he was a California resident. He's born and raised in California. You mentioned the championships. Oh, my God. We love the championships from 10, 15, 20 years ago. That ain't even ours, but he's a champion, so we're going to keep him. They kept Kawhi because he was a former champion, and that is wild because Will had an interesting point. Like, in order to be like get money like that after a certain point, you have to be able to get your team over the hump. You're going to have to be healthy. And shout out to my man Brandon Jennings that I heard him rambling on the Gilbert Arena show, basically stating that, they were smart to not give Paul George that money and not give him a no trade clause. The way you're playing, you deserve to be shipped to wherever we want to ship you to if you feel like you're not playing good. But at the same time, the player does deserve to want to go where he wants to go. But this ain't what business. This is not how business works. Business don't work like that. If you're not performing, they're either gonna let you go and not give you no bread or send you somewhere else. So,
show me, State. Show me.
And that's the thing. That's why this PG to Philly is kind of scary. Because they don't got to rely on him. Maxey is dirty. Joel Embiid, whenever he's playing, is dirty. Paul George could easily be the 3 on this team with no problem.
No, he's going to be, but that'll inevitably mean he's going to be the 2 at some point when Embiid gets hurt. And
But the thing is,
who's going to Philly?
I'm not even going to try to. Good for Philly for taking the chance because they're trying. They really want to get over that hump because they've been there. They were already there. They were so close to being there, but fell short.
This was an Embiid, please don't leave move.
I feel like this was a desperation move to keep Embiid and to also say, whatever happens this year is where our trajectory is going to go. And that's kind of what's going to happen. And I don't know where they're going to go. I think it's almost impossible. I don't know how Tuke feels about it, but I feel like it's almost at this point impossible to beat the Celtics because they're bringing back the entire team that they had. Like, what are you going to do? This team lost 17 games last year. How are you supposed to beat that? You can't.
The league is openly hoping for that they will stay healthy as a league, because that's kind of what happened for us in the playoffs. Every team we faced, their best player got hurt. So
allegedly.
No, I mean they were hurt.
No, I'm gonna call bullshit on Donovan Mitchell, but we'll continue later.
Yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit on him too.
You don't think he was hurt?
I think he gave up. I think he gave up. When they got pumped in game 3 by like 20 something, yeah,
they did get pumped.
He was done. He was done with that series. It was over. Like he was.
I don't even like doing that to players, but I'm sorry, he's a quitter. But other than that, continue.
Here's why I don't agree, because he re-signed. If you quit on the team, you're not going to re-sign to them.
No, he quit on the series, not the team.
Doesn't matter. That's quitting on the team. You can't quit for a little bit and it means like no. I only quit for this little bit. No, you quit on the team.
I almost called the same shit on Halliburton too. But the rest of the team got hurt, so I just kind of let it slide. Donovan Mitchell was the only one that got hurt.
I think honestly, what happened with Halliburton, I don't call it a bluff on Halliburton, because Halliburton that what he was injured with, they said, was kind of,
he was already injured
during the year. He had a great injury sprain during the course of the year, and that kind of affected his play. Donovan Mitchell, it's funny that you say that, because after that game, I said, yo, the way Donovan, and people don't realize, he had one of the best first half of the playoffs in that game. I think he had about 30. Yep. I think he had like almost 30 after the first half.
That's why I didn't see it as a quit, because it just seemed like, yo, nothing he could do work.
No. That's what I'm like, the series is over. Like, even if I play at my best now, we're not going to win. Though injuries are real in this things, I feel like he could have played the next game.
I accidentally freaking entered the conspiracy corner with Tuke, and I love it.
Listen here. Donovan Mitchell, he's always going to be who he is. Shaq mentioned it a few years back. He got some flack, but not really. But I think Shaq was correct. He's a star. He's a star. We just talk about 3 stars. Kawhi Leonard was a former superstar. Now he's going into star mode. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about 3 stars here.
Yeah, I could see like he's on the low end of the number ones. If you're like a number 1 player for a franchise, yeah, I wouldn't say he's one of the better ones. But if he's your number 2, you're in good shape.
Yeah, you're number 2, definitely now.
You're in good shape. Because he's still a great player. But yeah, I guess I would agree with you. I don't think I call him a superstar either.
We're gonna talk about some more stars. We're gonna talk about one more star.
I like.
Not gonna lie, that was a super fun conversation, fellas.
Yeah, it was.
Derek White. Shout out to Derek White.
Oh, here we go. This is more fun.
I can't wait to hear it.
Replacing Kawhi Leonard. You also got Drew Holiday on the USA team. You also got Jason Tatum on the USA team. The chatter of the talk has been Jaylen Brown and his not even non-availability. He didn't get chosen to play on the USA team. Mind you, people got to remember, in the World Cup that they had a couple years back before this, Jaylen Brown played for the USA team. So he had a chance to make the team. But according to what I've been reading all day, and everybody's been having their own stuff, so we'll get into what everybody's been saying. But the reason that I really got it, and I'm like kind of like, this may make sense, is because they're ran by Nike, the USA team. A couple months back, Jaylen Brown spoke up for Kyrie Irving and his protests and whatever he was doing with the Palestine stuff and all that stuff. Jaylen had issues with it, had issues with Nike. X'd it out, twittered it out. And years later, the USA team comes about, and Jalen's not even a replacement. He didn't even play. He's not even on the team. And everybody's like, "Oh, he's a Finals MVP. He got shafted. Oh, he should be on the team. He got shafted." Guys, you can Google all this stuff, all this fine information, or really follow them. If this is your guy, if Jalen Brown's your guy, you can really follow him. You can follow guys now.
So what my very astute co-host is alluding to is the fact that, yeah, this man is outspoken about a lot of social issues, about a lot of shit that is a lightning rod for any kind of company like the NBA, NFL, something like that. So to put it simply, they didn't want to bring Malcolm X
to the Olympics.
They didn't want to bring Malcolm X to the Olympics. That's what it is. And I don't mean it in a racial way. I mean in the way that he is willing to say the shit that other people don't want to say. He's willing to make the comment and bring up the conversation that people don't want to have right now. And remember what happened last time? How long was Harden apologizing for that China shit?
A long time.
Harden, Braun, all of them.
But listen,
right?
That's why Harden's spot eventually on Team USA
gone.
And it's not about who he signed with. He signed with Adidas.
And so that's like the Adidas Nike thing. That's at the back end. They're like, once they've all had the conversation about, yo, we can't let this guy on. They're like, and he fucking wears Adidas. That's at the end. It's still a thing, but it's at the end. They're like, and this motherfucker wears Adidas. Get him out of here. But the real problem is, when you defend Kyrie and the world hated Kyrie, you're not gonna be in favor anymore. So, and then I was watching what's their podcast? Gilbert and them. What is it?
Yep. Gilbert's agent. Yeah.
No, it's called Agents. Yeah, Agent or whatever. Yeah. So I was watching their podcast. Gil made some good points. One, he was like, everybody. First of all, the Kawhi thing got announced. Do you know how that shit played out? The team went to the Clippers facility to go talk to Kawhi. So that's weird, right? No, the reason they went is they went to go check on him.
Yeah, it was a mutual thing.
So upon putting him on the team and all of this, they already knew we're choosing him, but he may not play. We got to find out how the injury goes. So then they go and check on him, and then immediately after that meeting, he announces he's pulling out. So obviously he's not healthy. That's all it is. Kawhi's not healthy, and thank you. And the fact that it's borderline, like he's getting healthy, but he's not quite there. I'm sure the Clippers were like, no, we're about to pay this man way too much. He already doesn't play. He's not going to play for the USA. Now, they can't really tell him that, but I'm sure they had a conversation that was like,
you want this money?
We don't got Paul George to carry us no more.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. So that it is what it is now. So the other half of this problem now, the other half of this situation,
he's been called Derek White.
The fact that they replaced him with Derek White. Now, this was another point that Gilbert made that I agreed with. He's not going to play very much. So I think they also thought the same thing with Kawhi. They put him on the team, not even expecting him to play a lot. And now they're replacing him with D. White, not expecting him to play a lot.
Hold on real quick. Do you know why that's a great replacement for Kawhi, though?
I mean, he defends, and it's another.
Hey, there you go. That's it. You want a guy on your practice squad that's very good at defending.
Here's the problem, though. Here is the problem. They do need bigs. They could have used another big, and Banchero is out there just being great by himself. They probably should have put Banchero on the team instead of D. White.
He's playing for Italy, bro.
Is he actually playing for Italy?
I think. I could be wrong. Someone look that up. I swear to God, he's
I can check. Yeah. Yeah. He'll check. Tuchel check. But and he's not the only one. There's other guys that they could choose from. But they chose. It's just really weird. There's 3 players from the Celtics on this team, and the Finals MVP isn't one of them.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm literally thinking of all the USA bigs, and I think they got them all. They literally got Bam, and they got Yo. Other than that, I'm like, Sabonis isn't from here. Porzingis isn't from here.
Oh no, he's not playing. Banchero's not playing. No, Banchero could play for the USA. He's not playing for Italy. Italy star is Danilo Gallinari and Nico McMahon, the former high school sensation.
I swear to God, Banchero claimed Italy.
No, he might claim Italy, but he's not claiming to play for them in FIBA, apparently.
Fair enough. My bad.
Yeah.
False news. Fake news.
No. It made us check. We all would have just went on.
It's definitely a view. People got to realize that Jalen, first off, did his justice by doing what he had to do, in his mind. But at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve a USA team trip. Shout out to D White for getting that nod. Shout out to everybody getting that nod. I seen a few comments earlier. Somebody mentioned that Jalen Brown's not a top 10 player. That's why he's not on the team. First off, there's plenty of guys on that team that are not top 10 players.
Right. What's Randall up to?
Bam Adebayo is not a top 10 player.
Right. Also, I think people get this wrong. The Olympic team is not the 12 best players in the world that we're going to send. No, they picked the best fit team, like what fits for them. And I'm not going to lie.
You don't think Julius Randle could have fit in?
I don't know why. Why would you even do that?
I'm literally thinking just the bigs. And the fucking league.
Okay.
That's it.
I thought for some reason you just were like, yeah, Julia, but like you're thinking about the big. Nah.
No, that's it. No way. You keep talking bigs, and that's what I'm going through. Is like
right.
bigs.
The next guy up, he could probably play for DR, but he could play for us too. Is Towns? He also could.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
He also could have been there. But the point was
playing for France, right?
The point was they didn't need a guard. They got they have 4 point guards and like 3 shooting guards now. It's overkill at the guard spot. We could use some depth with the bigs, especially if one of them bigs get hurt. It is Embiid. Like it's a good chance he gets hurt. Like
this isn't the 08 team where you could just kill it with small forwards and power forwards. You need some bigs.
And even
that 08 team was fucking nuts.
Yeah, but didn't they struggle at times, or was that they already?
No, they still no. 08 team struggled with the bigs. That's why Spain was such a presence.
Spain gave us a fucking nightmare because the Gasols were there. Exactly.
So that made LeBron and them at that point wasn't really playing the type of 4 game that they're playing now, where they didn't have that guy. They had Dwight Howard, but that was about it.
That was also that was one of the craziest Brawns though. That's right before he gets to Miami. Like that Braun is unbelievable.
Right, that's the Braun prime. He's priming himself to play the league.
Yeah, the only better Braun is probably when the first year back to Cleveland. That Braun might be the best player we've ever seen play basketball.
Dwight was super dirty then because that Dwight was the Dwight right before he went to the finals.
I seen one more thing too.
Yeah.
I seen one more post on the Jaylen Brown Isaiah thing, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take it to the bank. Isaiah Thomas equals Jaylen Brown equals that's the reason why Jaylen Brown ain't on the
Hey, Will too.
Yo, Gilbert made a great point about Isaiah though. He was saying like Isaiah wasn't an all NBA player in 92. He was still good, but he wasn't any longer they sent the right guy. He was like the only person who got snubbed that year. He said it wasn't Isaiah Thomas who got snubbed. It was Tim Hardaway who got snubbed.
Tim Hardaway got snubbed.
Because Tim Hardaway was unstoppable at that point. And he should have been. So he was like, the real snub wasn't.
I think honestly, Isaiah,
fuck Layton.
People that fought for him thought he could be there because I think after they got beat the Olympics before with just with high school players and college players, they brought the pros back. So when you're bringing those pros back at the time, you're thinking, Jordan, Bird, Larry, and
Isaiah is one of them guys.
It's more the Pistons than Isaiah. It's like Robin, Kumars, all of them was a collective. Like Chuck Daly, they got that right in making him the coach. But it's definitely, and now since I heard Gilbert say that through your eyes and what you just told me, that kind of sits a little bit. But fuck that, man. Isaiah Thomas was snubbed.
Hey,
we know he was snubbed.
Real quick, because I'm just throwing out names out there. Like again, is Chet Holmgren not good enough to play on the team?
He could play. He could play in the Euro style game. Like it would work with him. But also, you think they got mad that Derek White got put on the team? They'll lose their shit if you put Chet on the team. So he's so young.
And you got the future is bright for the USA, man. Had young Cooper Kupp in the select team, Pritchard and all them giving the USA work.
That's who you should. Hey, no, that's who
Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Cooper. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Cooper. I've said that too. I missed it when he said it to Cooper Cup. Yeah, it's Cooper fucking, what's his name? Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag. Fuck, hey,
but I want to call him.
He played like fucking Cooper Flag.
He dominated like Cup. That's for damn sure. Like, yo, bro,
Cooper Flag, man.
Yo, and that's a guy you could have put on the team. Like, although I don't think he could play going into college. You can only play coming out of college.
The Caitlin Knights would have had a fucking ball with that.
No. Yeah,
they would have had a ball with that.
Yeah, the Caitlin Knights. That's great. I like Caitlin Knights. That.
Put that on a t-shirt, Duke.
No, the next time we talk WNBA, that's going to be one of the hashtags in the description is Caitlin Knights. I can't wait.
The Caitlin Knights over here, they would have been tripping
That's
out,
fantastic.
Man.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Great. Caitlin.
Will, you know where you got that from, right?
I don't.
That's WWE. And the Canaanites.
Oh, the Canaanites.
Canaanites, brother.
He calls them the Canaanites?
Nah.
So there was a team between The Rock, Hulk Hogan, and Kane. And Kane's all quiet in the corner, and The Rock and Hogan are being super serious. And then Kane walks in and says, "And all the millions and the millions of Canaanites." It was great.
That's ridiculous.
Definitely, man.
Speaking of wrestling,
speaking of wrestling, real quick.
We got Will. We got Will hooked on.
Yeah, I'm back.
Brian Danielson wins wins the Owen Hart Invitational, wins the Owen Hart tournament. He gets a title shot at All In the UK versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW title. Let's go, Daniel.
Let's go, Swerve. Let's go, Swerve.
They're about to win that. You hope you know that.
Yo, Jake. So yeah, I rock with Trick, but I also rock with the other brother that was in that fight because that man was jumping all around.
Bro.
The other night.
Other brother, what's his name?
Javon Evans is a monster.
Yo, Javon Evans is a maniac. He's basically Jeff Hardy if he was black and athletic. Like,
listen. Hey, everybody.
That man's the real deal.
Look, everybody in that match. Shout out Sean Spears, but he was the one that I didn't care for in the match. Ethan Page is a fucking monster because I love the gimmick of all ego. It's just hilarious. It's great. It's the classic. Tuke, listen to me. Ethan Page could be the new chicken shit heel JBL. If they push him correctly.
No. That's one of the great reasons why I like the pickup from WWE because one thing WWE is gonna make money off you and you're gonna make money off is if you can promo the fuck out the game. And he has a persona, he can spit promos, his storyline, pretty dope. I don't know how AEW couldn't utilize him, man. But
now listen, I'm gonna piss off some OGs here. Trick Williams is a better. And I mean by a million miles, a way better Booker T. Because he can talk. He's way more athletic.
Because on the mic, he's nice. And he's athletic as shit. Like, his move is dope.
Hey, bro, we gonna cut Booker some slack. We know the first.
Booker is a legend, though. Booker's a legend, though. Harlem Heat. Like, so here's my thing. As an individual, I rock with him, but like you gotta understand, like Booker was also part of Harlem Heat, a great tag team, all type of shit.
Did you hear Trick's drill entrance music though?
Yeah, it's fire.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck yeah.
Trick's a dog.
Oh no, Trick's that dude.
So who was the other? What was his name again? The other brother who was like flying around in that match with Trick. Evans, yeah. Yo, bro, is he good on the mic?
Not yet. He's not
yet. Okay. So that's what he's got to build.
He's like 20 years old. He's super young.
He's oh damn yeah. He's gonna
no. The WWE now is getting people out the mud.
Like,
they early on, like before. Yeah, that's dope.
Listen. I'm gonna give you a comparison, Will. He's literally what could be the Adesanya of WWE.
He seems it. Like just young, athletic, and all the potential in the world. Actually, he gives me Kevin Holland vibes. So talented and young. He just got to apply himself. We'll see how it plays out, but. Hey, y'all got some bonus WWE talk. How about that?
And then I try my best not to get over exaggerated on like music and stuff. I get so overhyped on the entrance music, and I do absolutely love Ethan Page. But just hearing this boy's bouncy, then you go into the freaking music with Evans. It's great.
Yeah, Trick to Beast. All right, what we got next?
We have one more. I think I'm gonna save. Y'all have a tap out on Friday night, right?
Oh, save that for me. Yeah, save that for us.
We'll say
Absolutely.
that. We're in the night on a beef. We're in the night on a beef note, but not the beef that I wanted to talk about. We'll let y'all talk about that on Friday. This here. First off, I want to give I want to give kudos to Ramon Ross St. Brown of the Detroit Lions. First off, I heard this week that after week 4 last season, he tore his whole oblique. Oof. And he missed one game, and he played through all that crazy shit.
So he
feeling that.
So he played last year with a torn oblique, and was one of the best receivers in the league. We may have to go back and revisit our tier list.
So we gonna call it dog status, number 1 dog. So
just dog status.
If you haven't caught it, the Pivot, great podcast. They have him as a guest on their show, so go tune in. But what we bring this up for is while being a guest on the Pivot podcast, St. Brown was asked to name his least favorite defensive back for one reason or another, and he mentions Dallas Cowboys cornerback Jordan Lewis as a candidate. St. Brown said Lewis was talking crazy like some shit I never heard before during the game last year.
I love the Cowboys.
He was talking out of pocket. Even Jameson Williams heard it too. He was coming in. At that point, I was like, I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying to make plays, win the game. I'm not worried about him. But once he starts talking like that, it's like, all right, if I do get a chance to kill him, I'm going to kill him. Now, Jordan Lewis, who is a native of Detroit, chimed in and said he doesn't want to be friends with anyone, especially a Detroit Lion fan. I mean, a Detroit Lion player, not from Detroit.
This is the weirdest beef.
The weirdest beef, and I think
that's beef, but that's a damn moment.
They played the shit right again at AT&T Stadium. Lions Cowboys this season.
I'm gonna miss that game. I'm gonna be at the Eagles game, but I'm gonna hear the aftermath of the Lions game. That's gonna be pretty fun.
Unfortunately, he's gonna get torched. Amon Ross St. Brown is not a game. That kid's nice.
Listen here, he was playing with that oblique last year and put up those numbers.
If he's healthy this year, y'all are screwed, man. Have fun with that.
And the thing is, St. Brown is making Jared Goff look like exactly what he was supposed to be as a first overall pick. Jared Goff's having so much fun in Detroit right now. You have no idea.
They play the ball.
See, now you say that, and now I'm going to go Cooper Kupp, because that means you're throwing a shot at my man Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Boys. And
No.
I'm going to say this. It's the maturity. It's the maturity of Jared Goff.
No, Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl with Cooper Kupp. I'm with you on
That's
that.
True.
Look, as soon as you get hit, as soon as you get a quarterback, a top-ranked receiver, look what they do. Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl.
Honestly,
come on.
Honestly, I just feel like
Matt Ryan went to a Super Bowl with Julio.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna name all the duos? Take it easy.
Get a top-tier wide receiver for a quarterback that make the Super Bowl.
Not always. There's a bunch of others that don't. There's way more that don't than do.
I'm gonna shoot a shot at you in my own team. Tom Brady? No, he didn't. Never mind.
No. He got Randy.
And they went, but they didn't win it.
He got Randy.
That's what I was saying.
That was a match in heaven, all that. But you've seen it. You've seen instances where Super Bowls could be won, but you also see instances where Super Bowls are not won.
No, that's the thing. I'm bringing up all the ones that were not won.
But with Jared Goff, what I'm saying about Jared Goff is it's the maturity factor with Jared Goff, and what Will said. The Rams just gave up on him. They
gave up early, and I don't blame them for it, because I'm not gonna lie. If they had waited like a year or two more, he probably would have got good enough to win it. But also, the pressure was more there for him to win. So when he got traded to Detroit, now the pressure's off. Detroit is like, all right, well, we just want you to be the best you can be, because we just got rid of our franchise quarterback that we loved. So now just come in and, like, I don't know, don't be bad. And instead, he's been really, really good. So
they also paired him up with a motivating head coach too.
And they got the perfect guy.
They literally gave him Sean McVay 2.0.
Yeah. My man was playing at home his whole career. He literally played at home for 20 plus years. Like he went to school in California. He played high school in California. Went to college at the University of motherfucking California.
But Will's triggered.
Yeah, I got triggered, bro. You just let him go on with the most ridiculous. They're nothing alike. McVay and fucking. They as coaches, they couldn't be more different.
They are the total opposite
every way. But I guess if you're just saying they both are motivators, I mean,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but holy shit, nothing else is the same. But I will say this: he's a great guy to play for. Also, the main thing he does is he's a he's like a buffer zone because he's so crazy that you never really make it to get to questioning Goff or giving Goff shit.
That's the thing.
Because you can't get past this maniac of a head coach.
That's the thing. That's the thing that you need though, is because that coach takes all the heat. Because they should. There was a play last year. I think it might have been the playoffs. I don't remember when it was.
How Rex did for Sanchez.
Yeah, and they shouldn't have went for the field goal or something or whatever they did.
The whole thing, yeah.
And they possibly cost them the game, but you really don't know with whatever happened because they could have missed whatever they were trying to do. Dan Campbell took all the heat.
Well, it was his call. In that case, he had to.
Yeah, and you know what? Hey, good on him. And by now, everyone's already forgot about the damn play because I can't even remember what it was.
So we're going to make a clip. So one of us going to have to make a clip tonight for everybody all around social media to what we said about Jaylen Brown and put it on wax for the dummies that don't understand.
Why? Is it getting bad?
No, it's not getting bad. I just feel like what we spoke on it is kind of like factual. It definitely is factual. And I feel like
the Jaylen Brown combo
of that, and they just follow. If you follow your man the way you say you follow your man, and not just follow him when he's on his trail to the Finals MVP, then you would know stuff like this. And when stuff like this happens, you would be less surprised about it.
Yeah, they just decided that we can't in front of the world put a mic in this guy's face 3 or 4 times. It's gonna go bad. So
shout out to Will for knowing that, but they still let that dude for the USA track and field run.
Oh, Noah? Yes, because they will almost never talk to him. He's gonna do one press conference after he wins some medals, and then we're never gonna hear from him again.
More than likely, he's an interview.
No. They
also, he
didn't once, and you haven't heard from him once since.
Also, he didn't support somebody who put out a link.
But he talked down a whole league, bro.
Doesn't matter. What he didn't do is say that it's okay to kill Jews. That's what he didn't
Fair
do.
enough. Jesus Christ.
Oh, he was the guy that talked about the NFL, correct?
Right. He's the one who said he was just saying like, yo, how are y'all world champions? Y'all don't play.
He didn't really do anything crazy. He just
compared to saying I support Kyrie Irving, that is fucking nothing.
I'm still glad I'm on this show. I support Kyrie shit.
Look, I rock with Kyrie. I think that was an irresponsible move. If he believed that and the information that was on that documentary, he maybe should have asked some questions instead of just posting a link. But I respect his ability to just have think like he's allowed to think how he wants.
The only point guard I support to this day, Steve Nash.
Another one who doesn't play any defense.
No, motherfucker.
Hold on. 2 times.
He does enough.
No, he doesn't at all.
MVP. 2 times snub MVP.
Did.
Steve Nash.
Hey,
Steve does.
Steve Nash over there babysitting Kobe's trophies and shit.
What an asshole.
Yo, I love that Kyrie said that shit to him, though. That's fucking crazy, by the way. Kyrie goes to this man's house in the time that's supposed to be the meeting where his new team and new teammates and coach all come together, and he walks up and he goes, "Is this the one that's Kobe's?" Why?
It was the goated moment.
Yo, like that's
moment.
some. I don't think people realize like how crazy that is to walk into another man's house and tell him his MVP trophy isn't his. That's crazy.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
It's a fucking goated moment, in my opinion.
Yo, I'd have threw him the fuck out. I'm sorry. Bro, he would have had to leave.
He walked in, dick in hand, slapped it on the table.
Seriously, put that shit on the table. I'm the captain now.
My man Kyrie, man, gotta love you.
This dude played for Krzyzewski too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
He didn't play for him for that long.
He played like 10 games.
11 games. It was 11 games.
It was 11 games. Terrible.
Sir, man. Parlay Perspective, man. Fire show, fellas, on this night.
Yeah, we had fun, man.
We got Jake Kogan in the building showing us his tan tonight. You know what I'm saying? Now he's dark now. You know what I'm saying? He went from brown.
I took my hat off.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like our fan base is pretty coach favored. Coach ain't here and ain't none of them talk today. None of y'all spoke to us. So we ain't doing shout out today. We're doing fuck you. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, Bobby. Who else is there? Fuck you, Anthony.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Cool.
Y'all cool. And fuck y'all.
I'm out.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight, viewed us, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Rest in the World podcast tomorrow, 8 o'clock Standard Time.
Keep it going. I can't find the outro. Keep it going.
Out
Keep going.
on Friday. Saturday you got Chill and Grill. Sunday you got.
Wait, who's doing Chill and Grill? That's a dope ass podcast.
Nobody. That should be something we should do. Grill and Chill.
Oh shit! You just named our new podcast, Chill and Grill.
Yep, Chill and Grill coming soon, man. You know what I'm saying? When we may have to make a Saturday or Sunday show, man.
Yo, Chill and Grill.
Will's about to pull out the griddle.
No, Chill and Grill just blew my mind. So there's a comedian.
Chill, Will, and Griddle.
There's a comedian who does a podcast called Something's Burning, and they just all it is a podcast where he brings on like other comedians and they cook and just talk shit. And like, yo, that's a dope. But then I would do that and name it Chill and Grill. Will's Chill and Grill. Come on now.
We could call it that.
We got Will's freaking flagship.
And then kind of just go off a topic. Rather you have a plate of some food that you just made.
Yeah, it got to be like
the food has to be steamy in order for you to come on the show. Like it has to be made. I got an idea I'm gonna share with you backstage.
All right. So we had a great show, folks. Love everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all, despite mine. Fuck y'all. Y'all homies though. Yeah, we're gonna be back Monday. Friday. Allegedly, we'll see.
I'm on vacation. Listen, people. Listen out there. Friday. I know y'all see me. I'm on vacation for the next week and a half. You about to see me Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Clip it. So when he doesn't show up, we can fucking play it at his funeral. Play it at his funeral when I kill him.
Yes, sir, man. We here, man, for everybody, man. You know, we gonna have the parlay here.
You'll be playing with some kids on Friday.
We all break out into our little our self-making shows, as I call it, and make ourselves more famous than we already are. So
brand building
for a great show, and hope you guys for a great rest of your week, man. It's been scorching over here in Massachusetts. Weather's brutal. This is nasty work that the Lord's giving us. But y'all have a great weekend, man, and take care. And always know, it always gonna show. Paint your nails, let it grow. Be
Find this podcast and others on STWFTV, the Podcasting Network.